Well, I think people are in denial because it's a very comfortable place to be. If you wake up, if you start to listen to your show, Alex, and you listen just for a week, unless you're fully brain dead, it has agitated you to the point to realize that your world is not as you think it, and maybe you'll have to get involved. And people don't want to get involved. So the first thing they want to do is shoot the messenger. Oh, if it's coming from Alex or if it's coming from Raleigh, then I don't have to believe it. So that's a human nature thing in terms of why they're there. But the most dangerous thing about the plan, and it is a plan, and it will happen, to control, if not shut down, control the Internet, which is very easy to do, is the way it's been couched as free market decisions. When Comcast was first wanting to differentiate traffic so that they could, in fact, manage bandwidth, it's one thing to say we're going to limit the bandwidth overall. It's another thing to say a packet's not a packet, and we're going to decide what gets through more quickly. And this is the whole issue of net neutrality or not. When that came up, the Federal Trade Commission couched it in very Republican terms when they said, well, this will be a free market decision. We're not going to get involved in the business practices. And the term free market, that's very comfortable to many people, libertarians included. This is not a free market decision. This is about control. And in terms of how you control it, well, the Internet is not this amorphous thing with one little connection to you and one little connection to me, the way some people believe that it's a situation where it's more of this amorphous grid. All of it travels through bigger pipes. And in fact, when we were talking about the WorldCom bankruptcy and everybody talked about dark fiber, this is at the heart of it. They weren't using it then. But the reality is you don't get from point A to point B on some little spider web network. You're going over large pipes at some point. So all you have to do is moderate that pipe. You don't even have to shut it down, just moderate it. And anyone who doubts that, look at what's going on in Australia right now, or what's always been going on in China. Even for Google, who in many ways is the enemy, for them to get into China, they have to agree, well, we're going to limit what you can see, and it can be done with a keystroke.
And there's other stuff, Google hid the most viewed videos and for a while took it off even their front page. Now they've announced, we're going to be like Hulu, which is their right to do, but now they're the big dominant system. They built it on, we're free, we're open, we're never going to censor you as long as it's your own content. And so the people built YouTube, and now they've gone back and they say, we're going to make all the front pages now CBS and Sony content, and we're going to have one little link to pages that we want to show you of the general public who have pages, and so they decide who to promote and literally wall off and censor and knock down the view counters. I mean, we've had videos with millions of views, and they'll just take our little ribbon away so we go off the main page, and they now admit they're doing that. YouTube is taking the U out of tube now.
Oh, of course. And, you mentioned Google, and I do call them the Antichrist in many ways, but going back to your Rosa Brooks article on how to, in fact, foster newspaper readership, if you want to put it in the best terms, Google, you've heard about their plan to promote localism. That no matter where you are, if you're looking for a news story, Google will only send you to your local paper. And that type of a relationship can only be possible, again, if it's as easy as a keystroke to control.
Well, remember, it's Yahoo and Google who have been contracted by the Chinese government to help them run the filters. Google runs the filters for China. Rupert Murdoch and News Corp runs the filters to be there, and then that still wasn't enough for the Chinese government, and they've shut some of it down. But, it's Yahoo turning over people in China sending emails to activist groups in the U.S., and then they're getting prison sentences or being executed, and Yahoo's proud of that. So to say they can't flip the same systems they've built on here is a fraud when they're even announcing for our own good they're going to be doing it.
Absolutely, and the Yahoo thing was just horrendous, and of course major media gave that no play. But it's very simple to do, and actually it's the business model that they have long before the censorship issue. In order for, like you were saying with your films, and it's so right, in order for them to succeed, they're going to weight the content the way they want to. And it can be done very subtly. It doesn't have to be done in such an effort where people will be saying, the bootstraps got us. It can be done much more subtly than that, and it is as manipulative as anything you're seeing out of major media. The real key and the golden part of the Internet is the net neutrality part, that if you put up InfoWars and I go there, I get there on the same route as if I go to Amazon or anyone else. And other than hub control, which I'll leave out, the issue is that we're all equal. And that is the thing that absolutely the government wants to tear down, and they will do it as a free market decision. And, of course, the Googles and the Yahoos will be the leaders behind it because it benefits them.
Well, we have to fight this now because look how many crazy things are happening right now, listeners, who we thought couldn't happen before, but it's happening. The elite is collapsing. The mainline newspapers are collapsing because nobody wants to read their crap. The TV cable ratings are down. The system is in crisis. The lies are coming out. The alternative media is exploding. And so the newspaper owners have conventions and admit, and that's what the Obama administration is saying, let us start restricting free speech media, get behind us doing this, or you're not going to have a job. So you're going to have government and the media teaming up together against the new media. The establishment can't have us on air, unseating them. They're not going to go without a fight. Now, that said, I want you to talk about this and get your take on it. The people have had this taste, though, for alternative, for real variety. Do you think they're going to be able to be successful in the long run, keeping people from this information now that they've had a taste of it?
Depends how subtle they are at it. Everything they do is incrementalism, like they're taking it out of the Fabian playbook. But their greatest fear is that the myth of the free press will become, in fact, unmasked, that we will know that it's no longer, if it's in the New York Times, that it's legit. And they are going to do anything they can to keep the average person unaware of exactly what we're talking about.
Well, exactly. They admit the Defense Department finances most of the TV and media, and it's all fake news. So there you go, discredited there.
Spring is here, growing season. The economy is not getting any better. In fact, it's getting worse. Think about it. At this rate, how will your life be in a month or even a year? Maybe you've been putting things off, but the time to act is now. The country is running out of food. You need to get your seeds before it's too late. At OrganicaSeed.com, you'll find one of the largest online selections of heirloom seeds, survival seed packs, as well as the giant vegetable seed collections that can feed you and your family for years. Grow your very own fresh vegetables, wheatgrass, fruits, herbs, rice, tea, coffee, and tobacco. With detailed growing guides available to you at no charge, you can maximize your harvest and investment. And the best part? All orders ship within 24 hours. So head over to OrganicaSeed.com. That's OrganicaSeed.com. OrganicaSeed.com today.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Are you wondering about your retirement portfolio? Are you confident that the financial advisor is experienced enough to combat climbing interest rates, taxes, and inflation? Stop guessing and go to the expert, Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster. When you subscribe to the International Forecaster, you get Robert Chapman's 45 years of experience and concise investment recommendations. Who needs sugar-coated excuses when you can get the cold hard facts and proven investment leads you can't get anywhere else? For a free introductory copy to Robert Chapman's International Forecaster, subscribe now at theInternationalForecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. Experience the difference. When you subscribe, you can email Robert Chapman directly to obtain investment advice tailored just for you. Don't wait another minute. Subscribe today at theInternationalForecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. That's 877-479-8178.
With food prices soaring to all-time highs As the dollar continues to fall in value, what can you and your family do to guarantee that fresh, nutritious vegetables will make it to your dinner table? Garden in a Can. Garden in a Can is your source for premium, long-term storable seeds. Garden in a Can is ready when you are. Plant them now or store them for when you really need them. There are 16 large, hermetically sealed, non-hybrid, open-pollinated packets of seeds, along with detailed planting instructions sealed in a can for ultimate long-term protection. Garden in a Can. It's that simple, fresh, healthy, easy. Only $69.95 for over a half acre of safe, fresh vegetables, ready when you are. Stop procrastinating and start preparing with Garden in a Can. For more details, visit gardeninacan.com today. That's gardeninacan.com or call 866-598-7396, 866-598-7396.